Hello my friends, and welcome back to the show that never ends. I'm Rod, your happy hippie, and doing a quick contest video. I hope this angle is okay. I think my phone's crooked. Anyway, I'm doing a contest entry for Dylan at the Record Spinner. He's having a contest. I think he hit 600 subs, which is really far out, really good. And it's a nostalgic contest. And he wants us to show 5 albums that are nostalgic to us. And I'm really new to his channel. I found out about his channel through Ron Haggerty. Thank you, Ron, on that. I was planning to shoot a video tomorrow about some recent finds I've had, but I figure I'll knock this out tonight. In the background, we're listening to Pink Floyd, their Animals album, and this could be one of my nostalgic albums. It really could. First, I want to show the Rolling Stones, Steel Wheels. I was a young buck in my 20s when this album came out. I had camped out for tickets to the Stones for this tour up in Washington, D.C., RFK Stadium. A few things happened between the camp out and the concert, and I almost did not get to go. I made what some people call a life-changing decision the day of the show. And I left where I was at, and I hitchhiked back to Washington, D.C., and I went to the concert. It was I wanted to say it was a Sunday night. It was pouring rain. I had a great time. I'm glad I went. And had I not went to this concert, I probably never would have met my wife. That's a long story, but anyway, it's a very nostalgic album for me. Mid-1980s Rolling Stones. Alice Cooper, Flush the Fashion, 1980. This came out, and I was in 7th grade. And, excuse me, I remember buying this album, and parents feared this guy back then, dude. He was creepy, kind of Prince of Darkness guy. Alice Cooper, Flush the Fashion. Had the song Clones on there. Very, very cool album. That's not my original copy, but I did have that album back then. I'm going to go with Jim Croce. This album, Life and Times, my sister had. And I was in elementary school, about 4th or 5th grade, gatefold copy. And that's when I got turned on to Jim Croce, 4th, 5th grade. And so it's sentimental for me. And this is not her copy. This is one I found out in the wild. But very nostalgic for me, Jim Croce. I remember it being played in my house very distinctly. The Beatles. This album is nostalgic for me. 67 through 70. And the reason it is, I got a copy of this album on my 13th birthday. My mother took me to Iverson Mall in Prince George's County, Maryland on my 13th birthday and let me pick out an album. And this is the first album I picked out for myself. So, very, very sentimental, very nostalgic album. Great stuff, the Beatles. Come on. The Beatles. And another album. I could have shown like 20 albums, but he only wanted 5. The Ramones. And the reason I picked this Ramones album, Into the Century, is because I got this when it came out. And I remember thinking to myself, and then the name of the album is Into the Century. And I remember asking my mother even, I wonder if I'm going to be listening to these guys at the end of the century. Because it was like 1980 I got it. It came out in 79. And she's like, oh heavens no, you'd be in your 30s. There'd be something wrong with you if you're listening to that kind of music. Oh, I still am, Mom, so I guess there's something wrong with me. I don't know. Maybe not. The Ramones is a very nostalgic album. Very much a part of my junior high school and high school years, the Ramones. But again, this was a contest entry for Dylan the Record Spinner. Like I said, I'm brand new to his channel. Looks like a really good one. Cool contest idea. And I just wanted to make a quick video on it, help support the VC. I never win these things. It doesn't matter to me. I just like doing the contest videos. Peace, everybody. Thank you for watching. Congratulations, Dylan, on what, 600 subs, dude? That's pretty amazing, man. It's quite an accomplishment. You guys have a good one, and I will see you